Congressman Benny Abante nag-walkout matapos tanggapin ng mga kasamahan niya sa Kamara ang inihain na impeachment complaint laban kay Pangulong Bongbong Marcos. Kamara, mukhang hindi na masyadong pugad ng mga buhaya, kaya Benny Abante, konti na lang ang kakampi. Pero bago ang lahat, mag-subscribe na sa aking YouTube channel at i-click na rin ang notification bell para updated ka sa mga bagong balita sa ating bansa. Nag-walkout nga si Pastor Benny Abante sa gitna ng pagdinig ng House Committee on Justice kaugnay sa impeachment complaint laban kay Pangulong Bongbong Marcos. Nagdesisyon umano si Abante na lisanin ang pagdinig matapos ideklarang sufficient inform ng komite ang mga reklamo. Bago ang kanyang pag-alis, ibinasura ng komite ang motion niya na idineklarang insufficient inform ang mga impeachment complaints.
Honorable Chair Abante is recognized.
Are we not discussing the sufficiency?
Please speak closer to the
Are we
microphone.
not discussing the sufficiency inform here?
But this is a proceeding on the sufficiency inform.
Yes, Madam Chair, but I did not hear any explanation of Congressman Nitay on the sufficiency inform. What I heard was the complaint on impeachment. Ang narinig ko kanina, yung mga complaint on impeachment, hindi ko narinig yung explanation niya on sufficiency inform. Hindi pa natin pinag-uusapan dito yung substance. Ang pinag-uusapan natin dito, ang sufficiency inform. Kaya nais ko muna marinig ang paliwanag ni Congressman Nitay tungkol sa sufficiency inform ng verified complaint na ito.
While the pronouncement of Representative Nisay is quite limited as to sufficiency inform, the chair heard it loud and clear when he said that the complaint of De Jesus is compliant with respect to sufficiency inform, and he made mention as well about the verification, unless Representative Nisay would like to make an additional manifestation.
Madam Chair, generally, a complaint is sufficient in form if it meets the formal requirement on its face. Sa ilalim ng rules, ang complaint dapat ay katulad ng nabanggit nyo kanina, verified under oath by the complainant through an affidavit stating that he has read and understood the contents of the complaint and that the allegations therein are true and correct based on his personal knowledge or authentic documents. So lahat po ng yan present naman sa ating complaint. Therefore, I am manifesting that the complaint is sufficient in form. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Bishop, I hope that satisfies the Honorable Abante. Any other member who wishes to comment on the sufficiency in form? Because otherwise, we will be proceeding to the determination of sufficiency in form of the second complaint. That is the Masa et al. Complaint.
Madam Chair,
The Honorable Congressman Ridon is recognized.
I just wanted to be very clear on the topics of personal knowledge and authentic records, because for the record, I understand that in previous impeachment cases, the question of personal knowledge or authentic records is the crux on the sufficiency in form question. So I just wanted to know from the endorser whether or not the complaint is based first on personal knowledge or actually authentic records. Madam Chair.
The chair wishes to remind the committee members that our determination of form and substance should be confined in the impeachment complaint itself. As to whether or not it is indeed based on personal knowledge or authentic records, we will be proceeding to that on the proper time. But for the purpose of determination of sufficiency in form, what we're looking at right now is whether the verification is properly written, which means it has to include personal knowledge and authentic records.
I submit, Madam Chair.
May we flash on the screen for the benefit of those who wish to see the impeachment complaint. This is the verification part. Can you please zoom? what is significant in the verification is actually paragraph 3. And paragraph 3 reads, the allegations in the verified complaint are true and correct based on my personal knowledge or based on authentic documents. That is for consideration, of course, of the committee members.
Madam Chair.
The Honorable Suntay is recognized.
Thank you. Madam Chair, in the determination of sufficiency in form, three things are important. Verification, endorsement, proper content and structure. The complaint is duly verified. It contains a sworn affidavit of the complainant affirming that he has read the complaint and that its allegations are true to his personal knowledge. There is an endorsement coming from the Honorable Nisay, and, well, if it contains a proper structure, well, the names of the parties are there, the designation of the offense and actual omission. I believe that the complaint is sufficient in form.
Thank you, Congressman Suntay.
Madam
The
Chair,
Honorable Vice Chair Dumogan is recognized.
thank you, Madam Chair. It is clear enough. So let us vote for the issue on sufficiency.
We will come to that,
in
Vice
form.
Chair.
Madam
Okay.
Chair.
I think we have exhausted already our discussions as to sufficiency in form of the De Jesus complaint. We shall now proceed to our discussion on the sufficiency in form of Massa et al. Complaint. But let us hear first the manifestation of position of our endorsers. The Honorable Representative Tino is recognized.
Madam Chair, I defer to
Madam Chair,
Representative Ilago.
Madam Chair,
With the indulgence of the Honorable Tino, the Honorable Rodriguez is
let
recognized.
us first, it's a matter of order. We have already discussed, and there's a presentation of the congressman endorsing the complaint. There has been statements that they are informed. I think we should now vote. We should not vote on the first one before we go to the second one. Yes, so I ask for a vote, Madam Chair, for the sufficiency in form of the De Jesus complaint as endorsed by Congressman Jet Nisay. So moved, Madam Chair.
There is a motion to vote on the sufficiency in form of the Jesus complaint. Do I hear a second?
Second, Madam Chair.
The same has been seconded. So the motion is granted. The chair is now ready to hear the necessary motion.
Madam Chair.
The Honorable
Madam Chair.
Amben Abante is
Madam
recognized.
Chair, I move to declare the impeachment complaint filed by Attorney Andre R. De Jesus sufficient and informed.
That's already been moved by me. It's already been moved. So let us move on the prior motion.
The
and we
understanding
have
of the
to vote or
chair
not.
about the motion of the Honorable Rodriguez is a motion to vote already about the sufficiency in form of the Jesus complaint. And that is why I solicited a second, and the chair granted that motion to vote already. Now we are entertaining the motion to declare the Jesus complaint as sufficient in form as raised by the Honorable Amben Amante.
Vote of Madam Chair, the motion to vote, if it is voted in favor, it is approved. It is therefore voted in form as sufficient. So there's no need for another motion to declare. Because I already moved to vote, and with that vote, it will result on either its referral back to the Secretary General because it is insufficient in form, or it is approved, it is sufficient in form, and we proceed to the next step. Thank you, Madam Chair.
With the indulgence of the Honorable Rodriguez, the chair was listening very well when he raised the motion of voting already about the sufficiency in form of the Jesus complaint. And the intention of the chair, when she recognized Honorable Rodriguez and even solicited a second to that motion, is to resolve whether or not we will be doing the voting now or after we deliberate on the sufficiency in form of the second impeachment complaint. So, with the indulgence of the Honorable Rodriguez, I hope we can proceed. We have granted the motion to do the voting now, and now we are entertaining the motion to declare the Jesus complaint as sufficient in form. There is a motion to declare De Jesus complaint as sufficient in form as raised by the Honorable Amben Amante. The same has been seconded. Is there any objection?
I object, Madam Chair.
There
I did not properly hear the explanation on that sufficiency in form, and that is what I would like to hear. And because of this, I object.
There is a motion to declare the De Jesus complaint as sufficient in form. The same has been objected to by the Honorable Abante, and therefore we will be dividing the House. Those who are in favor of the motion, please raise your right hand. Comsec, please count. All right, did we get the number? Those who are not in favor of the motion, please raise your right hand. Those who abstain, please raise your right hand. One.
46 in favor, 1 objecting, and 1 abstaining.
With 46 votes in favor, 1 vote against, and 1 abstain, the chair declares the De Jesus complaint as sufficient in form. The chair is in possession of the complaint of De Jesus, and my observation is it is the same as the complaint of Masa et al. There is verification signed by the complainant. It is followed by the jurat, subscribed and sworn to, and then signed by the notary public. Then let me go back to Masa et al. There is a verification signed by the so many complainants. After the 2-page signature follows the jurat, subscribed and sworn to. And then at the end of all the names and identification cards, identification of the complainants is the signature of the notary public.
Madam Chair, short manifestation, Madam Chair.
The Honorable Vice Chair Garbin is recognized.
I confirm your findings on the verification of the Masa complaint. The verification, as together with it, the jurat, would yield the same date, Madam Chair. It was verified and signed by the complainants January 22, 2026. The jurat also yield the same date, January 22, 2026, Madam Chair. I submit.
Thank you. Well, everybody's observation are being noted by the committee. But anyway, we will be proceeding to vote later on. And just to conclude, the position of the endorsers as to the sufficiency in form. May we hear from the endorsers with regards to the comment of the Honorable Rufus Rodriguez?
Madam Chair, we respectfully reiterate our manifestation earlier that our this verified complaint, which we have endorsed, complies in sufficiency in form. The matter of fact of the notarial seal being on a separate page is due to the volume of signatures of the complainants. There are 36, and they cannot fit in just one page. And nonetheless, it could be a matter of one could argue notice can be taken of the fact of complainants swearing to the notary of the items in the verification that was heavily covered by the media on that day. You could also witness the notary also providing his notarial seal and his signature on all the documents provided. And with that, Madam Chair, we once again respectfully submit that this complaint is sufficient in form. Thank you.
Madam Chair.
The Honorable Suntay.
Madam Chair, I think the best evidence to show if it is sufficient in form or if the document is notarized is the document itself. Let us, maybe what should be presented is not the statement, but the document so that we could see.
So we have flashed the actual complaint in the screen, and I believe that most of the members are equipped with copy of the same already. And we've made our comparison also between the De Jesus and the Masa et al. Complaint. It is observed that they are one and the same in as far as verification and jurat are concerned, no? So if there are no other comments or manifestations on sufficiency in form of Masa et al. Complaint, then the chair is ready to hear the necessary motion.
Madam Chair,
The Honorable Erice is
I
recognized.
move that we declare the Masa complaint as sufficient in form. So move.
Do I hear a second?
I'd like to object again, Madam Chair.
Okay. There is a motion.
I think, Madam Chair,
Honorable Abante?
I think I have definite reasons why I am objecting.
Yes, please state your
Number
reason
one,
why you're
number one.
objecting.
What Congressman Chua has raised a moment ago is important. Now, we are not talking about any fast rules here. Every member of this House has the right to question, whatever the question might be, Madam Chair. Therefore, the question of Congressman Chua should be tackled. Number two, I also object on the argument raised by Congressman Rodriguez. And number three, Madam Chair, nakita ko po dito, in-exhibit nila yung competent evidence of identity. Pero wala po dito yung documents if they are indeed taxpayers, Madam Chair. Sapagkat nakalagay sa endorsement, they should be taxpayers. Therefore, I question if all of these 36 complainants are actually taxpayers. Kung taxpayers yan, dapat mag-submit ng document yan dito na sila ay taxpayers. If indeed wala, therefore, insufficient ang form na pinapaliwanag dito. And therefore, Madam Chair, I object.
We are noting the explanation of the Honorable Abante with regards to his objection. Nonetheless, we shall be proceeding to vote on the sufficiency in form of Masa et al. Complaint. There is a motion to declare Masa et al. Complaint
Point of order,
sufficient in
Madam Chair.
form.
Point of order.
The same has been objected to.
Point of order.
Those who are in favor, we shall now divide the House. The Honorable Ridon.
Who has seconded the motion, Madam Chair? Who has seconded? It hasn't
Who
been seconded.
It's Kong Noy Defensor. Because I heard a lot of second. Okay. So we shall now divide the House. Those who are in favor of the motion, please raise your right hand. Those who are not in favor of the motion, please raise your right hand. Continue. Those who abstain, please raise your right hand. Comsec, the vote, please. With 35 in favor, 9 against, and 1 abstain, the chair declares the Masa et al. Complaint sufficient in form.
Madam Chair,
The Honorable Abante.
it is very clear that there is insufficiency in form. Very clear po yan. And I'm so glad for the rest of those, my colleagues, that supported my objection. And therefore, realizing that this is actually an exercise in futility and a waste of the people's money, I therefore would like to walk out of this hearing right now.
The manifestation is noted. We have concluded the determination in form of both the Jesus complaint and Masa et al. Complaint.